go Lions fans! Coach Dan Campbell opened up about the expectations the team has for one player in particular. Dude, seriously, I'm very optimistic about this season. I'm sure we'll make it to the Super Bowl. If you also believe in the potential of the Detroit Lions this year, hit the like button, and if you're a really passionate fan, write in the comments, "One Pride." Yes, my friends, Dan Campbell praised the guy, and that guy is none other than Jermar Jefferson. During Friday's practice, he showed exactly why he's earning these accolades. The former 7th-round pick scored 2 touchdowns, including an impressive 50-yard run against the first-team defense, leaving star quarterback Brian Branch behind. Jefferson's journey has not been smooth. Now entering his 4th year in the NFL, he has faced several challenges. After an impressive 28-yard touchdown in his rookie year against the Steelers, injuries have sidelined him. He didn't make the active roster in 2022 and ended up on the practice squad. Dealing with injuries again last preseason, Jefferson fought back and returned to the practice squad, determined to make his mark. Reflecting on his struggles, Jefferson admitted, "Mentally, I feel like the last 3 years, my head wasn't right. I wasn't in the right mental state, and that's probably why I wasn't performing well. But this year, things have changed." At 24, he's realized he's living the dream many aspire to. "I realized I'm blessed. I'm in a happy place right now," he shared, embracing a newfound gratitude and positive mindset. With ample running back cap space, Jefferson knows the competition is tough. The Lions have Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, Craig Reynolds, and 4th-round pick Sione Vaki. But Jefferson's focus remains internal. "We can all make plays, so that's what makes it tough, but I just try to worry about myself," he explained. "I don't try to compare myself to anyone else. I just focus on myself and getting better every day." His offseason efforts have been all-encompassing. Last year, he made strides on special teams, and this year, he's working to become a versatile offensive weapon, especially in the passing game. Notably, Jefferson has excelled in pass protection, a crucial skill he's honed under running backs coach Scotty Montgomery. Despite being lower on the depth chart and working primarily with the 2nd and 3rd teams, Jefferson knows his roster spot could hinge on his contributions on special teams. He sees his vision as his biggest asset, potentially making him an effective kickoff returner, especially with the new rules potentially turning kickoffs into more running plays. Most of all, Jefferson is eager to get on the field. "I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh my God, I can't wait," he exclaimed. Now, changing the subject. The Detroit Lions roster is looking pretty solid right now, but one area that's raising eyebrows is the kicking situation. After the first week and a half of training camp, things aren't looking good for our kickers. Just days into training camp, we got some tough news. Michael Badgley suffered a significant hamstring injury and was placed on injured reserve, ending his season before it even started. With Badgley out, Jake Bates has been taking over all of the kicking duties, but he struggled to find his rhythm. Friday's practice was particularly tough for him, hitting just 8 of 15 field goals and 5 of 6 extra points. Not the kind of consistency you'd expect to see as we head into the season opener. So, the big question of the day is, who will be the Lions' starting kicker in 2024? We've asked this question a few times, but as the season approaches, the kicking situation continues to change. Bates is currently the only kicker on the roster, but it wouldn't be surprising to see the Lions add some competition soon. It's quite possible that our starting kicker won't even be on the roster yet. Another option the Lions could consider is trading for a kicker. Now, I'm not usually a fan of giving up assets for a kicker, but if the price is right, it could be worth it. Especially if we're targeting a kicker who's about to be cut by another team. This could be a low-cost way to solidify the position. Quiero saber sua opinio, deixa nos comentarios. Agora prest bem atenção. We've got some good news on the injury front. Head coach Dan Campbell confirmed that running back Sione Vaki avoided a serious injury and appears to be in good shape. "No long-term concerns," Campbell said. "We'll see how he feels this morning, but he's doing well." Vaki, who suffered a shoulder injury during a tackling drill on Thursday, didn't return to practice that day. He's been regularly serving as the RB4 in training camp, behind David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Craig Reynolds. Drafted in the 4th round of the 2024 NFL Draft, Vaki was an interesting pick for the Lions as they planned to transition him from safety to running back. Campbell mentioned that Vaki is progressing well in this new role, but acknowledged that it's still a work in progress. He's growing and learning, Campbell noted. I just want to bring it up again, he's new to the position. For him, I think a lot of it's going to be about getting carries. His form, what he's looking at, his vision, because that's where he's very smart, he's very instinctive, he's picking up the passing game, the protections. But I think that's where he really has a huge ceiling to grow, carrying the ball, reading blocks, and understanding where we want him to go. We'll see if Vaki makes it back for the Lions practice on Friday, their last one before heading to New Jersey for joint practices with the Giants next week. So, what do you think, Lions fans? Are you excited about Vaki's potential at running back? Do you think he can make an impact this season? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Lions content. Let's keep this conversation going. Agora, Esanotishavai Impactor Vose. We're over a week into training camp, and the Detroit Lions have just one more practice in Allen Park before heading to New Jersey for joint practices with the New York Giants. The camp has been buzzing with competitive battles across the roster, and after 8 days of going head-to-head with their teammates, the players are likely eager to test themselves against some new competition. After wrapping up practice on Friday morning, the team will have Saturday off and use Sunday as a travel day. They'll then dive into 2 joint practices with the Giants on Monday and Tuesday. While the actual preseason game against the Giants is scheduled for Thursday, most of the key work for the majority of the starters will take place during these practices. Why is that? Joint practices offer a unique opportunity for coaches to focus on situational work in a controlled environment. They can set up specific scenarios and get detailed looks at how players respond, without the chaos and unpredictability of a live game. This approach has become the new norm in the NFL, allowing starters to get meaningful reps without the risk of injury that comes with game action. As we look ahead to the joint practices with the Giants, there's plenty to keep an eye on. One of the main things I'm excited to watch is defensive tackle Levi Amuzarike continuing his strong performance against the Giants' offensive line. We've consistently heard about the plays he's been making against the Lions' offensive line, and as many of you know, that unit is quite talented. It would be fantastic to see reports detailing Amuzarike blowing up a running back in the backfield or pushing a guard right into Giants quarterback Daniel Jones' lap. If Amuzarike can become that disruptive 3-technique presence alongside defensive tackle Alan McNeil and edge rusher Aiden Hutchinson, this defense could really take off in 2024. What about you? What are you watching for during the joint practices with the Giants?